Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Agrarian Skies 2. So last time we set up an MFR harvester and we started harvesting the various dyes, lavender, cactus, and soy so that we could generate epic bacon to power the culinary generators that we made from the quest. And I set up this really ugly automated system. There's one addition on here, and that's sort of what we're going to get into today. So if you have cactus, yellow dye, orange dye, lapis, rose red, magenta, or soy in here, it's all automatically set up to be crafted into epic bacon. The soy will automatically get pressed down into tofu, or sorry, I think it's firm tofu. The orange dye, yellow dye, magenta dye, all three of these dyes will always keep a stack inside the cyclic assembler. The cactus will go into the redstone furnace and get cooked into the green dye. And the blue and red dyes here, one stack will be kept inside this cyclic assembler to make purple dye. And another stack will basically be, I don't have any red at that point, be kept in the back of that so that it can come over and basically place a stack of the blue and red dye in here. And then once all the dyes are in place, it will automatically craft the epic bacon, and it will output it into this barrel, and then I'll pull out of this barrel into the various engines. And so as you can see, all the engines have a stack of epic bacon, and then of course once some power is used, which, if the any of these machines go into operation, they'll start using some power, so then it'll start utilizing some of the epic bacon. So really what I need to do is hook up some sort of battery system here, and I'm going to do that probably very shortly here. But what I need to do is I need to get the items from the farm over to here so that basically everything is automated. And because it's episode 20, I'll probably basically be uploading the save file, the world download for episode 20. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section below. If you're actually using my episode 10 one, let me know. Just let me know what you're thinking of the series so far. We're 20 episodes in. Let me know what you'd like to see. Let me know what other things you'd like to see in terms of video series going forward. Hopefully, I'll start be posting videos a little more regularly. At least hopefully I can get up to like a 3 or 4 day a week kind of posting. That's sort of where I would like to be. Once a day would be nice, but I don't know that I'll be able to manage that in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, world download will be posted. You'll find the link to that in the description. But so now I made an item router just because I wanted to sort of test to see that if the router itself would work. And so the item router is from a mod called Router Reborn, and it's a pretty small mod. It doesn't really have a lot of if I do a quick at router, you can see it's pretty small. It doesn't have too many things. It just has very few item routers, inventory cable, some storage units, and then some upgrades. And then if you make these upgrades, if you shift click them on the router itself, then it'll apply the upgrade to it. And I'm not 100% sure. This camouflage device will actually allow it to look like another block. Not sure what that is. Barrel upgrader. Doesn't have a recipe, and its image is not working. And I'm not sure what the vein hammer does. But as soon as you make a item from Router Reborn, you get basically the book, which will tell you all about the various routers and stuff. These two routers are exactly the same. It's just different appearances, and then it tells you what all the different upgrades do. And the only upgrade that I'm really interested in is sort of the speed upgrade, but that requires cake, which requires milk, which requires cows, which I don't currently have at the moment. I get killed my cows off. And, I could get cows again easily, but I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, the way the router works is I'm not exactly sure. So basically I placed it and it's looking at the bottom. And so any inventories attached to this router, basically if I put an item in here, let's see if I take this lapis, and let's do this here. So if I take this lapis and I put it in the router, it'll basically search for a possible location of attached inventory. So inventories that are attached, like these barrels, it will look through them. It won't look through regular cabling and stuff. So if you have stuff attached by you know, thermal expansion or thermal dynamics item ducts, or you know, extra utilities, transfer pipes, or anything like that, it won't go through that. But connected inventories, it will search for and place the items in the appropriate location. And so as you can see, there was 9, and it'll go up slowly. And it's not very fast, and that's why the speed upgrades would be pretty nice. It's currently in output mode. You could change it to extract mode. You can give it redstone commands, so it could ignore redstone, active high, active low, active on pulse, emit when empty, emit stack size, so there's all sorts of different commands that you can give it. But basically it's basically kind of like the why can't I think of the name of the mod? The sorting chest mod, where you know, where you convert these to sorting chests. You know, if you look, my little sorting chest setup over here, it's sort of like that, except for the router basically connects to inventories. And I can't remember how far away it is. Currently the router itself is working for all of these inventories. I'm not sure how far away it'll look. Anyway, so that's how we're going to basically sort the items into their appropriate locations. But now we still need to get the items from the Mine Factory Reloaded farm to there. And so not the only way, but the easiest way that I can think of doing that is by going via Tesseracts. And this is a thermal expansion machine, and basically to make a Tesseract, it's a unified point in space-time that can transfer items, fluids, and RF. And to make it, you basically need to make a frame, and this is an empty frame, which requires some Enderium, some hardened glass, and a diamond. And then you need to fill it with resonant ender, and it looks like it needs only 1,000 millibuckets. And then to finally finish off the Tesseract itself, you need basically silver and bronze. So let me grab some silver and bronze. I think I just need... Come over here. And I already put a recipe in the crafting window here so that I can make 2 Tesseract frames. And then I can just come over to my fluid transposer here. Oops. And it's slowly filling up my Tesseract frame. And so both those frames will get filled up, and then I can convert them to Tesseracts themselves, and then I'll be able to transfer items from this farm over to my basic auto energy setup with culinary generators. And so we have 1 Tesseract, and we're gonna get another Tesseract, and we've got now a zombie pigman. Hello. Goodbye. As you can see, we have a ton of a ton of ender pearls. Starting to get a bunch of redstone and glowstone from here. A ton of string. You know, just collecting 292 stacks of arrows and 338 stacks of bone. So bone meal is not really an issue going forward. So I'm gonna have to do some void upgrades there to sort of stop collecting everything, because we don't really need you know, a lot of that stuff. So I should have another Tesseract. Oh, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 of those, and I should basically be able to make. I need one more of each. 2 Tesseracts. And they don't stack, as you can see. And that's because they're kind of individual items. And the way that they work is, if I come over here, let me use the dolly here to do that. I think I can do this directly. Okay, so I thought I touched the Tesseract with my bare hand, but it's possible that inventory tweaks is automatically filling my empty inventory spot with the Tesseract, and maybe that's why it caused me to crash. But let's try this again. Can I access? Okay, I can access the Tesseract. Yay. Okay, so ignore redstone. We want it to send items, and we are going to call this let's call this fuel farm, and it will send items, and we'll enter. Is that right? I think items can go directly into redstone control. Configuration determines modes for the device. So I just want it to send items. Frequency 1, okay, yeah, and we'll call this fuel farm. I'm sorry, screw that up. Okay, and so this is going to send items. Ooh, that looks cool. And so then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna come back to our farm downstairs, and what I wanted to try, can I put this directly here, and I want it to receive items from set frequency 1, and yes, so it's receiving items from the farm, and it's placing it directly into the router, which is then placing it I'm doing this live. It's then actually placing it in the appropriate spot. So yeah, this works. I am impressed with myself for getting something to work. So now we have items coming from the farm over to our system down here. Now we could do another thing if we wanted to. Let's see if this will work. Well, this is kind of crazy. So if we do this to there, we can send energy. So we can receive items and we can send energy on frequency 1. If we come over to our other Tesseract, what we can do is we can receive energy. And I think I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh no, why did I do that? Oh, now I gotta fix it. So it has 16,000 RF right now, and I don't have any bone meal on me. Do I have any? I think I have some in here. Yeah. Okay, so 16,000 RF right now. If I bone meal up some crops here, if it's not getting energy, then this energy bar will go down, but looks like it's getting energy. And is it going to harvest? Idle. Yep, it's working, and it's providing energy. So now I don't need to use the resonant energy cell because the Tesseract itself is sending items to my energy power system, and the power is getting sent from my system back through the Tesseract here. So with one block I can do that. Now I could also send the fuel somewhere else. So through the same frequency I could send fluid from the Mine Factory Reloaded harvester to a sludge boiler to basically produce it. And then I could also have another Tesseract, power that said sludge boiler. And then all those items I could then have sent through another Tesseract to somewhere else where I want to set the items up. So basically, once you have Tesseracts going, you don't really need power cables anymore. Not really, anyway. I haven't really done much in the realm of bees since a couple episodes ago. I did make a so what I've been doing here, and as you can see, I was trying to make a common bee from a meadow bee, and these are all the garbage bees that I got. Basically, the way you convert any other princess into basically a princess of the type that you want. You take, I think it's usually 3 generations, 3 to 4 generations of a type of drone with a certain princess will eventually convert that princess into that type of bee. Exactly. It's usually 3 or 4 generations, so that's really the way to go with that. I wanted a common bee, and the reason why I wanted a common bee, I think I wanted a common princess. So I'm going to take out the automation here, and I'll come back to that in a second. The reason I'm not getting a water hive here is because I need lily pads. And nothing's happened there. I think this will work. I'm trying to get bees, so we'll see. We'll see. Does this need to have an opening? I'll leave it like that and we'll see what happens. And I'm not sure if it needs like stone or if cobble works. Like you can see little bee things, particle effects coming out of the hive. Do I see that over here as well? Oh, oops. I did not mean to do that. Alright, that was brilliant. Brilliant. Looks like I no longer have a full water source there. So I need to get lily pads basically, and I don't think that there's any real good way of making lily pads. If you have lily pads, you can make lily pads. Vines. So vines is a way to go from in Botania. And that is about it. So the other way you can get lily pads is from fishing. except I don't really want to do any fishing, so I thought I'd make an auto fisher. And I think that this will pick up. I think it will. So the auto fisher was just some iron gear as a fishing rod. It's really cheap, and it's actually a quest. It's an early quest, so it's something you could set up early on for a food source, because you know fish can make a decent food source, and so it needs power. And so what I thought I'd do for power is I would come over here and I would grab because I don't think the fisher requires a lot of power. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop down one of these solar panels, and there you go. As you can see, it's starting to get energy from the solar panel, and it'll start doing some work. And I think I need to just pop a chest on top, and that chest will collect anything that the fisher basically picks up, I think. Okay, so I think it has to actually be placed in the water, and depending on how deep your pool is, will decrease the work time. So it takes 1700 work to basically do one operation, and I got a raw salmon. So eventually, you know, I'll start collecting some fish here, and we'll see what we get out of it. Hopefully we can get a lily pad. It's a rare drop, so we just need one or two would be nice, and that would be good going forward. But yeah, we at least finished the fishery quest, which gives us a full heart, which is irrelevant because we're not really doing a hardcore mode, which is a good thing because I probably would have died a horrible death. I wonder if there's any uses for the full heart. Nope. Okay. Might as well complete the quest that we've already completed. Storage Wars. I built the router, and so it's going to give me a machine filter upgrade. I'm going to get a bunch of junk. I'm just going to put some stuff away that I don't currently need. Oh, and I want to get rid of these bees. And I had a couple other quests. Sky Farm, we had 2 quests done. Okay, so I made redstone seeds and it gave me some. It's very helpful. And I made seeds can be upgraded through mutation. Place 2 seeds of the same type or 1 seed side by side, and the resulting mutation should be better stats. Okay, so I needed to make a 10 by 10 seeds. And it gives me a magma torch. That's kind of cool. And I think that's all the quests. I think I'm done. Yeah, so that's all the quests that I have completed. And I need to snack on some epic bacon. Stuff's so good. So good. And so as you can see, we're up to 7 stacks of epic bacon. And these are full of epic bacon and full of power. And our router is working just fine with the combination of the Tesseract. So, okay, I'll bite. Why did this screw up? Okay, so items are somehow getting into this. And I'm not sure why. Is it? It shouldn't be able to be coming from the Tesseract. So I'm not sure why now this is not working properly. But yeah, as I'm putting them back in chests, for some reason they're coming through here. So I may have to do something else. What if I, for the time being, just break this cable. I'm still getting soy. Okay, how are you getting there? Where are you coming from? I keep doing that. Huh. I don't know why this is now not working. Oh, so frustrating sometimes. Give me a second and I'm going to try and figure this out. Okay, so I may have finally solved it. I just moved the cyclic assembler further away from the barrels just to make this distance path farther. And I think at this point everything should be working properly, I hope. So far everything seems to be behaving at this point. It's just sort of a matter of stuff coming in from the farm. And yeah, we've got 9 stacks of epic bacon already, you know, and I think, yeah, like a ton of soybeans already that we're not pressing soy fast enough, basically. We're not using up soy fast enough either. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where'd you come from? You come from up here somewhere? Ah, there's got to be a spot somewhere where these things are spawning. I keep getting random spawns and I'm not 100% sure where. I have to do like a whole base search to figure it all out. But yeah, I think it's gonna work out fine now. So just moving this cyclic assembler a little bit further away. I got the Tesseract. Get this rid of this here. I played around with a few configurations, but the Tesseract is just, you know, beside the router up at the top here, and then the energy is coming in here, sending energy. Yep, everything should be fine. And over here we just don't have enough red dye and stuff right at the moment, but I placed some extra purple in there, so there's a lot of purple in there right now. So really what we're waiting on is orange dye. So if I were to go up to the farm and check out how things are doing here, it's got energy. And so what I need to do is take my bone meal, allium, orange. So just sort of bone meal up some of the orange tulips, have them sent, and then more epic bacon will be made. So it's it seems to be working fairly well. I had a couple of minor glitches there, but you know, what are you gonna do? Well, what am I gonna do? I'm pretty terrible at this game in general. So and we've got a water bottle, rotten morsel, rotten flesh, bow, and some other fish. So stuff's, you know, sort of coming through here. Energy wise, this only works during the day, so that's not that handy. This is still an artificial hive. And yeah, we're just gonna have to wait. Just gonna have to wait. Should it wait or to should be scented artificial hives because I dipped them in oil. It was just... Anyway, so I now have my common princess, which is sort of what I wanted all along. These should stack, so I got some more common drones. These probably won't stack with the... Do I have other common drones in there? Oh, okay, so I used all my common drones. And so now that I have a common, I want to make... diligent. So I want to take one of these. Nope. And make diligent. Because I already have noble. So I'm just slowly working through the bees while I've been doing other stuff. And I want to put my automation back in there and let the bees go. I was kind of hoping that one of that rocky hive would work for me, but I might actually need stone. I'll have to look that up. In this episode, we fully automated our power production, and we built Tesseracts, which allow us to transfer items, fluids, and power throughout our base, and we're going to make a lot of use of those. They're a little expensive, but we really do have the resources for it at this point, and we'll definitely want to use it for transporting the sludge and all sorts of other things. And we got the fisher going here, hoping to get a lily pad so that we can hopefully get some water bees, because I'm going to need some princesses, and the only other way that I can think of off the top of my head to get some princesses is I'd have to find specific biomes, or there's I think a flower in Botania that would allow me to get bees, so I would have to start working my way down the Botania line. But we'll go back down and we'll check on our machine one last time, make sure that everything is working properly and that things are still going where we want them to go. And yes, we're just shy on red dye currently, but yeah, 9 stacks of epic bacon. So we're in the money. May need a bigger chest here. We'll see. So yeah, let's check on our cobble. I haven't looked at this in a little while. Oh, we got a quintuple. Got a quintuple compressed cobblestone and 2 quadruples. So it's still chugging along. And power-wise, yeah, like that's gonna last forever. So yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. I will be providing a world download. The link will be in the description. Please let me know what you've been thinking of this series so far, and don't forget to hit that like button, as it really helps out my channel a lot. So as always, until next time, Doug out.